All right, so get ready because today we are diving deep into the world of fan fiction.
Oh, fun.
We are, and it's a story called The Raven's Riddle.
Okay.
And I know what you might be thinking, Draco and Luna.
A little unusual.
Yeah, a bit of an odd pairing, right? But trust me, this story, it's so much more than just your typical romance.
Oh, good.
It's set after the Battle of Hogwarts, and the way it explores how these characters deal with change and finding love
Yeah.
in the most unexpected of places. Honestly, it had me hooked from chapter 1.
Well, I'm intrigued already.
Okay.
So how do they even begin to set up this unlikely pair?
Right. Because we're thinking Draco and Luna, I mean, they're practically opposites.
Totally, yeah.
He's got all this baggage.
And away from his past.
All that weight from his past.
Exactly. All this weight from his past.
The upbringing.
Yeah, his family, everything.
Yeah.
And then you have Luna, who just seems to float above it all. You know?
She's got that unique perspective.
Exactly. Sees the world through a totally different lens.
And the author just dives right into that contrast from the very first chapter.
Get right to it.
Yeah, chapter 1 is called Whispers of Change.
Okay.
And it opens with Draco back at Hogwarts.
Interesting.
But it's not the Draco that we're used to, you know.
Different vibe.
Totally different vibe.
Okay.
He's lost that swagger that he used to have. And there's just this feeling of sadness around him.
Yeah.
Melancholy almost,
I see.
And the way the author does it is so clever because they use all these sensory details.
Oh, I love that.
Like the crisp autumn air.
Oh, yeah.
The smell of bumpkin pasties.
Setting the scene.
Exactly. It's all very deliberate to create this mood.
Like reflecting his inner world.
Exactly. Like it's a reflection of what's going on inside Draco.
Clever.
Really clever. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what about Luna? When does she show up?
Well, she comes in, I think it's not too far into the chapter, and she's just kind of wandering through the courtyard. Yeah.
Typical Luna.
With her copy of the Quibbler, of course.
Of course.
But here's the thing. She sees right through Draco's facade.
She's perceptive like that.
She is, and it's not just that she notices his pain.
It's more than that.
It's the way she acknowledges it. She says something like, loss can be a powerful teacher.
Wow, that's deep.
It is, right.
Yeah.
And it's not just sympathy.
No.
She's suggesting a way for him to understand what he's going through.
So she's offering him a different perspective.
Exact. So
classic Luna.
Right.
Always looking beyond the surface.
Always. But it's more than just her, quirky way of seeing things. It's her empathy.
Yeah.
She recognizes that Draco is vulnerable. And instead of judging him for his past,
which would be easy to do.
Very easy to do, she offers him a connection.
A chance to see things differently.
Yes, exactly.
I like that.
And that connection starts to grow in these really subtle ways. Their paths keep crossing. And you get this feeling that they're both drawn to each other's kind of
solitude.
Yeah, their solitude. They both exist on the fringes of, their social circles.
A little bit outside of everything.
Yeah, and they find this comfort in each other's understanding.
Makes you wonder if this could have ever happened back when they were at Hogwarts, right?
During their Hogwarts years.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
It's hard to imagine.
The social dynamics back then.
Completely different.
Draco's surrounded by all those, pureblood elitists.
Yeah.
And Luna being, Luna.
Right.
It's hard to picture them even acknowledging each other.
I seriously doubt it, especially with, the war and everything.
Yeah, everyone taking sides.
Exactly. But there's this one scene in chapter 1 that I think really highlights how much their shared experiences after the war have changed them.
Oh, interesting.
They're in the astronomy tower.
Oh, nice.
Gazing at the stars.
How romantic.
Right. And Luna compares the stars to memories. And she says that maybe seeing things differently is what makes them beautiful.
Ooh, I like that.
It's such a small moment.
But profound.
But it's so profound.
Yeah.
And it really sets the stage for their whole relationship.
It does, doesn't it?
Because their story is all about seeing things differently.
Finding beauty in the unexpected.
Exactly. And the author is using that early scene to kind of foreshadow their journey.
I see.
And hint at the kind of understanding they'll find in each other.
It's like a little glimpse into their future.
It is. And that brings us to chapter 2, The Weight of Yesterday, where things get really interesting.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it. Okay, so chapter 2, The Weight of Yesterday. Things get interesting.
They do, because it's not all, sunshine and roses.
There's some conflict.
Oh, yeah, plenty of conflict. I mean, Draco's past.
It's not just going to disappear.
No, all those actions, his prejudices, they cast a pretty long shadow.
Yeah, over their whole relationship.
Exactly. It's there's this unspoken tension, this fear that his darkness
could taint her light.
Yeah, Exactly, like
Well,
he's going to bring her down with him.
yeah, and it's interesting how the author doesn't just, brush that aside.
Yeah.
Like forgiveness.
Especially in the wizarding world.
Right. It's not just a spell you can cast.
Exactly.
Especially after years of,
conflict.
yeah, and deeply ingrained beliefs.
And it's not just the wizarding community that's judging him either.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Evan, Harry, and Ron.
They're still wary.
They are. They're skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, they've seen Draco at his worst, right? So you can't really blame them.
It makes you wonder if people can really change that much.
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like even his old rivals.
They're waiting for him to mess up.
Yes. Waiting for him to revert back.
Like he's going to go back to his old ways.
And you can almost feel that pressure.
Weighing down on him.
On Draco, yeah.
Yeah.
He starts to push Luna away.
Oh, no.
Like he's convinced he doesn't deserve her.
That he's not good enough for her.
Exactly. Like he's not worthy.
It's heartbreaking.
It is. It's like he believes he's inherently bad and that he's only going to hurt Luna.
Self-sabotage almost.
Yeah, it's like a defense mechanism. He's
Wow.
pushing her away before she can see the real him and reject him.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But Luna, she seems to see right through it all.
She does. She's not giving up on him that easily.
Good for her.
She recognizes the pain behind his words.
And she calls him out on it.
Well, there's this scene in the Room of Requirement
Oh, wow.
where she finds him like surrounded by candles and parchment,
Yeah.
totally lost in thought,
Deep in thought.
and he just breaks down.
He confesses.
He does. He tells her that he's afraid of hurting her.
So he's finally letting his guard down.
He is. It's like he's showing her his vulnerability.
That takes courage.
It does.
So how does Luna respond to that?
With incredible empathy.
Of course she does.
I mean, she doesn't try to, fix him or tell him everything's going to be okay.
No simple solutions.
No, instead she just says, you're already hurting, but you don't have to suffer alone.
Wow. Powerful.
Right.
Simple but powerful.
It's like you can feel the shift in their dynamic from that point on.
Okay, so like a turning point.
Yeah, like her acceptance gives him permission to start believing in himself again.
Yeah.
And that's where we really see the change in Draco.
Oh, this is in chapter 3.
Yeah, in chapter 3, The Dawn After Darkness.
So we see him actually changing his actions.
Yes, and it's not like the sudden overnight transformation.
No, that wouldn't be believable.
Right, it's gradual.
More realistic.
He starts attending Muggle studies.
Really?
Yeah, showing this genuine interest in their world.
Wow, that's a big step for him.
Huge step. I mean, can you imagine the old Draco even entertaining the idea?
No way.
Exactly.
He would have scoffed at it.
Totally. And get this.
What?
He starts volunteering at St. Mungo's,
Wow.
caring for people who were injured during the war.
That's amazing.
It is, and it shows that his values are really starting to shift.
So it's not just talk, he's taking action.
Exactly. His actions are speaking louder than words.
Makes you wonder, though, if he could have done this on his own.
Without Luna.
Yeah, like, was she the catalyst for all of this?
That's a great question.
I mean, would he have had the courage to face his past without her?
Well, it's hard to say.
I mean, you have Draco's desire to change, right? He wants redemption.
Yeah.
But then you have Luna with her unwavering belief in him.
She sees the good in him that he can't even see himself.
It's a powerful combination.
It really is. And it all leads up to their final scene together.
Oh, where is it?
By the Black Lake.
Symbolic. Yeah. New beginnings.
Exactly, like a fresh start.
The perfect setting.
And it's there that they finally confess their love for each other.
And it's more than just a romantic declaration, right?
Oh, so much more.
It's the culmination of their whole journey together.
Exactly. And Draco says to Luna, thank you for seeing me, for believing in me.
Oh, wow.
Like he's acknowledging her role in his redemption.
He couldn't have done it without her.
He's saying that he couldn't have gotten there without her.
That's beautiful.
And then there's that image of the raven and the serpent.
Representing them.
Yes, their love, a testament to the magic that can blossom in the most unexpected places.
Such a powerful symbol.
Right.
Yeah. But it also makes you wonder about Luna.
What about her?
I mean, we've talked a lot about Draco's transformation. But what about Luna?
Did she change at all?
Yeah, did she? Did she? I mean, on the surface, she seems like the one who's always there.
Yeah, steady.
Yeah, the constant guiding Draco.
But maybe, just maybe, her experience with Draco
Changed her too.
Yeah, in ways that we don't necessarily see right away.
Subtly.
Exactly, like maybe her empathy.
Like her even stronger?
Yeah, or her understanding of, the good and bad in people.
Yeah, the complexities.
Right, like her own faith and her intuition was strengthened.
Because she saw it helping Draco?
Exactly.
That's interesting.
It's like even the characters who seem static can change.
Through their relationships.
Yeah, it's amazing how this fan fiction, The Raven's Riddle,
I know, right? It really gets you thinking.
makes you see these characters in a whole new light.
It does, doesn't it?
And I think that's one of the things I love most about fan fiction.
What's that?
It gives us this freedom
To explore.
to explore different sides of the character.
Yeah, and their relationship.
And to like delve into these what ifs.
What if Draco had been sorted into Ravenclaw?
Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
Would he and Luna have connected sooner?
Would their differences have been amplified?
Or would they have been more like?
I mean, imagine Draco with all of Luna's eccentric friends.
Discussing Raxperts and Nargles.
Instead of hanging out with Crabbe and Goyle.
Right.
Would he have been more open to seeing the world through Luna's eyes?
Or would he have just clung even tighter to his prejudices?
To fit in.
To fit in. Yeah, it's fascinating.
It really makes you think about how much our environment shapes us.
It does. And whether some connections like Draco and Luna's.
They can only happen when you remove those outside pressures.
Yeah, all those expectations.
It's like their connection needed space to breathe.
Exactly.
Away from all the judgment and the preconceived notions.
And that's something The Raven's Riddle really captures.
It's not just a love story.
It's about second chances.
About forgiveness.
And understanding.
Yeah. And for me, I think the biggest takeaway is that change is possible.
Even for someone like Draco Malfoy.
He wasn't just redeemed by Luna's love.
Right.
He actively tried to be better.
He did. He confronted his past.
He challenged his beliefs.
And he chose a different path.
It's a reminder that we're all capable of growth.
No matter what.
It's never too late.
Never too late to change.
To seek redemption.
To find love and acceptance.
In the most unexpected places.
The Raven's Riddle does such a beautiful job.
Illustrating those themes.
Yeah, through the characters, those complex emotions.
It's a story that sticks with you.
It makes you think.
Encourages empathy.
If you're looking for a story that challenges your perceptions.
It makes you think about redemption.
Reminds you of the power of love. Then you should definitely check out The Raven's Riddle.
It might even inspire you to explore fan fiction yourself.
Ooh, write your own what-if story.
The possibilities are endless.
That's the beauty of it.
It keeps those stories alive.
We get to explore new perspectives.
Connect with other fans.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into The Raven's Riddle.
We had a great time.
I hope you enjoyed it.
And we encourage you to share your thoughts.
What are your interpretations?
Keep the conversation going.
The beauty of storytelling is that it sparks our imagination.
Connects us.
So keep reading, keep exploring, and keep those what-if questions coming.
Until next time, happy reading.
Happy